I told them that's not a good idea because they're gonna start some sort of forest fire out here.
You know Agent Baker over there? He's kind of a dolt. He's actually an idiot.
But they didn't want to listen to me. That must be what you're smelling. But yeah, so...
And Baker's just standing there for like 10 seconds in the silent, and the fog comes back in and says, "This is so fucking cool."
Law and Disorders.
What's up? Welcome back to Law and Disorder, Season 2, Episode 6 of Sentinels of Twilight. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Outstanding. Glad to be here.
Just got back from Frankenmuth. If nobody knows what Frankenmuth is, that's a town somewhere around here in Michigan. I don't know, but it's a German town. And everybody, it's all like German food, German themed, all this stuff, and took the kiddos up to the water parks and played in pools the past couple days. It was good.
Hell yeah. You have any brats?
Chicken is their big thing there. Chicken and schnitzel.
Schnitzel. Yeah, hell yeah. Super good.
No, it was kind of a laid back vacation up until today when we had to pack up and go. Then it was, you're always cramming more stuff in the car on the way home than when you left. My little Jeep Compass I had the kids hanging out the window the whole ride home.
It's probably all the stuff you bought at the biggest Christmas store
anyways.
in America or whatever it is. That place is huge.
Bronner's, I can't stand it.
So when we go up there, usually Bronner's is the first place we stop just to get it over with. And we didn't this time. So as we're finally leaving, we leave the hotel, we go to get boba tea because my stepdaughter loves it, and for the ride home. And as we're leaving, my middle daughter, Layla, she's like, "But Mom, we need to go to the Christmas store." And I'm like, "Oh." And luckily, I don't think my wife was feeling it either. And she's like, "Well, we're going to come back up in a few months. We'll go then." And she was actually not too whiny about it. So I'm like, thank God, dodge that bullet.
Nice. Do you know what's better than going to Bronner's first to just get it out of the way?
Not going. Yeah. Lee, Bronner's is like a mall-sized Christmas store. Like it's just Christmas threw up all over the place. And, you know, working for FedEx, I despise Christmas.
There is 20,000 square feet of nothing but nutcrackers just staring at you and judging.
Yeah.
Waiting to crack your nuts. We lost Paul again.
Hopefully it's not going to be a thing. Anybody else do anything cool over the past couple weeks or
Made
week?
it through the freeze.
Yeah,
no issues, no pipes lost or animals lost. We had 4 little baby lambs as well. So yay for that. New sacrifices to the old ones.
Have the lambs stopped screaming?
Actually, my wife and I joke because we have unrestricted property and I want to have you seen those lambs that scream like people?
Yeah.
The goats? Yeah.
No, the sheep do it too as well. Some sheep do it as well.
Do they really?
We were joking about doing it intentionally, breeding for that specifically, so that we had animals. Just joking about being like the worst neighbors ever.
So listen.
What do you guys have?
So when these sheep start screaming, like I don't know if they have to hit an age, and we're doing this podcast, you're gonna have to find a way to take your camera outside or send me a video so I can put it in the live feed. And every time something scary pops out, I'm going to put a clip of the sheep
like
screaming.
The jump scare.
Yeah. Yeah, I will let you know if we have any of those. I would secretly love one, but no, all of them make pretty cute noises, the ones that I have, unfortunately. But if we do get some of those, I'll let you know. I was just thinking about, we were also joking for our neighbors to be, we were like, she was thinking about opening a equine therapy clinic kind of thing. She's a former nurse. And I was joking as well, again, along the lines of being the worst neighbor ever, that we could open a scream therapy kind of situation where people drive out to the country just to scream and then put the thing again right up against our neighbors, like within just like 100 feet of the neighbors.
Freak out the horses. Like
so you just hear these screams with no context coming from behind the trees.
That's amazing.
Anyway, that's it. That was
amazing.
That's what we do out here. We talk about that kind of stuff and raise sheep. I'll put them in the. My phone's not in here. Oh well. I'll link them in the Discord though.
What kind of livestock do you guys have? Sheep, obviously, but like what else?
Sheep, horses, and chickens right now.
Okay.
Yep. No cows yet. Probably will have a cow-calf pair and some bees in the near future, but
okay,
still figuring out that whole parenting thing. But we're making a lot of traction there. I think we'll probably do that in spring.
I mean, you guys are in Texas, so no lions or tigers, right?
Well, you'd be surprised. Out in the country, there's a lot of people that do have those things out in the... Yeah, for sure. There's people that keep like mountain lions as pets inside their, it's like inside enclosures. That's just like super, redneck stuff. But no, they're out here.
Do you guys, like, the statistic used to be that Texas had more tigers in captivity than like India had wild?
Yeah.
I can imagine
it's ridiculous
when you have that much kind of land to just kind of do whatever you want, like anything goes. As a matter of fact, I have a coworker, we were talking one day and she was like, "Oh yeah, I've got giraffes." I'm like, "Giraffes? Like how? Like, and what does that even cost?"
Well, I think it's just like anything. Like once you pick your hobby, you get on that hedonic treadmill and eventually you're going to just keep getting the next thing.
I mean, giraffes,
for some people that's giraffes, some people it's a mountain lion. Oh yeah, we're probably on track to have a zebra at some point in time, possibly an ostrich. So I mean, we're one of those people. I don't mean to talk down on anybody.
No. They like that. I get, right? Because a zebra is essentially just a horse, right? It operates on the same sort of deal. Ostriches are useful because ostrich steaks are delicious, and I'll bet you get some absolutely bitchin' eggs out of the deal, right?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So that I get, but like, what do you do with giraffes? Just like stare at them doing giraffe shit?
Oh, hell yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you have no idea. That's what we do most of the time is just look out our windows or sit on the porch and sip coffee. Yeah, so I mean, like that's most of it. So yes, giraffes for the spectacle. I call it my whirling zoo.
I wish I had that kind of money. I just bought a couple giraffes one day.
Yeah, shit. I bet they're not cheap.
I wouldn't. I didn't even bother to ask, nor was I going to look at like market giraffe price. It's like, is that even legal? I don't know. They shipped them here.
Unrestricted.
All right. Well, all right. Well, sorry,
there's
guys.
A lot of those.
I'm on that hotel Wi-Fi, so I am now on mobile. So this should be a constant connection, and I'm trying to get my headphones reconnected. And I should be good to go.
Okay.
Nice. Problem solving out there.
There you go.
Fine.
He's on mute, so he's currently like yelling at the hotel Wi-Fi or the mobile connection, one of the two.
Never gonna stay at this hotel. Oh, sorry. Never gonna stay at
you, mother. Huh? What's up, everybody?
All right. I should be all now. My at least audio stuff won't go out, and then I'll do everything on the laptop just for rolls and stuff. So all good.
All right. So yeah, I guess we'll just start it then. We'll throw it to Bob for the little recap and get going.
Okay, so last episode was kind of chaotic. We had bombs dropping left and right, starting with the storm hitting and just absolutely stymieing any way out. Around that same time, Brandon McGill number 2 showed up, concurrently causing one of the Rangers, Ranger Tamika, to go absolutely crazy and accidentally dome herself. Meanwhile, Dr. Santorini, after being snapped out of his stupor from having a Chihuahua-sized jizz monster attack him, went on the hunt to try and find said jizz monster, eventually succeeding in capturing it in a dustbuster with the ever so deft help of Agent Smiley. In the meantime, Agent Baker, a.k.a. McNulty, convinced the Ranger staff that they had to get McGill to the hospital emergently, and in the chaos of Ranger Tamika accidentally shooting herself, was able to get the keys to one of the Tacomas operated by the Rangers. And as they were setting out into the driving storm, one of the campers started ranting and raving about seeing Bigfoot out of one of the windows. At that
So
point,
what's the bad news?
Yeah, right. At that point, Baker and Santorini got into what I'm assuming is the lead vehicle with the 2 McGills, and Agent Smiley took the Suburban with the dustbuster full of jizz, and everybody is starting to drive off, and we'll take it from there. Both of the cars start up, no problem. It is pouring, absolutely pouring, coming down in sheets. The wipers it's not even capable of keeping up. Visibility is 0. The headlights work as well as they can, but if you turn on the brights, everything just gets flooded out because all you're doing is reflecting that rain just right back into your face. So we will start off with Agent Smiley. As you're getting into the car and kind of getting everything prepped to roll out, you notice you had, like, in the Suburban, a window had been left open.
Oh, no. Not the driver's side.
No, not the driver's side. But in said, roll me an alertness.
Okie doke. Failure, 58 over 23.
Okay. You roll up the window, and I guess you guys, who's taking lead then? I'm assuming Baker is driving, Santorini's in back with the kids.
Yeah. So as we're pulling off, Santorini in the back of. Are we in the Tacoma or are we in the Suburban?
You're in the Tacoma.
Okay. So I'm like squeezed in the back with the 2 kids. I'm in the middle. They're on each side of me. As Baker is driving, I'm kind of leaning forward and I'm screwing with the radio, trying to find some good fucking tunes to go. And as I'm doing it, I'm kind of looking back at these 2 kids. And I still don't know that they're both Brandon McGill. So
you haven't gotten a look at the second kid. You
okay,
just
well,
know.
I'm eyeballing now. Like while I'm like fiddling with the radio, I'm looking behind me and just peeking at them. Do I notice yet?
Roll me an alertness.
Okay. Absolutely not. So, yeah, I guess it's just too dark and
you're not putting the pieces together. I was gonna go the opposite way with it, with a failure, meaning you actually like, oh my god! But in this case, no.
All right.
It is the one is still in shadow. You didn't really get a good look at them, and they're both quiet, like real quiet.
All right, so I I finally find something on the radio. Chicago's playing. What was that song? 25 or 624. And I sit back, I'm like, there it is. This sets the mood. Where are we going? Where are we going, Baker?
Away from the crowd for now, Baker says, as he's putting the car in drive, I guess.
Okay.
If I can see anything.
So the lightning flashes are pretty frequent. Thunder's roaring super loud. Wind is absolutely just howling. You know from the way in that there's only one ingress and egress point, and that's the way that you have to go, is you have to take that road in. And after, when you guys kind of turned into it, it started off as like an improved big highway, but then it narrowed itself down to better than a 2-track, but not by a whole hell of a lot.
Just being kind of precautionary, Smiley does keep pretty significant distance behind. Not like a crazy amount, but enough that it's like 3 or 4 cars length in case they need to stop quickly or something came.
Okay. As you guys are driving, I want Lee to make a POW roll.
POW roll. Is that on statistics? Here we go. Boom. Success. 39 under 50. Oh, shit.
So, as you're driving, you're trying to keep it on the road. You know, you're white knuckling it. You're not going very fast. You can feel the car being buffeted kind of back and forth. And all of a sudden, it's like somebody ice picks you right in the frontal lobe. You just have this screeching hot white pain. Your vision kind of whites out for a second. You know something just tried to crawl its way into your brain, but it wasn't able to. So you're going to make a sand test.
Like physically crawl into my brain?
Not physically.
Or just
like something tried to make contact, but for whatever reason it couldn't do it. Your will was too strong.
Uh-oh, that's a failure with a 98 over 30.
We are going to go ahead and roll a D4. D4 seems fine.
Very well. Coming your way. 1.
All right. Are you going to tank it, or are you going to project?
Oh, yeah, I'll project that one, I guess. How do I do that again?
All right, go ahead.
Do I roll something?
Roll willpower.
Willpower. Boom, with a 2.
So yeah, you can project that
that point onto
one
a bomb.
sanity point. Yeah. Yep.
But it doesn't cost him both, right? It only costs him. He only has to spend one. Oh, it does cost both.
No. He takes you minus 2 willpower because that's what you rolled. But since you only took 1 sand, you just take away the 1 sand.
Okay.
From a bond, right?
From a bond, yeah. And then during our next home scene, you explain how that bond was affected.
Very good. All right. He kind of reels in pain from the assault there, and I guess is going to try to calmly control the vehicle to a stop if he can, assuming he can't drive through it.
I mean, it was only you're talking a fraction of a second, because this thing wasn't whatever it was. It tried, and then it must have been, I guess, the equivalent of like touching a hot pan on the stove, where as soon as you touch it, you're like, fuck, you burned yourself and you reeled away almost immediately.
Okay, then
I don't want to do with anything going on in that guy's head.
Yeah, he goes, fuck, and grabs his head and turns around and looks at the kids. Was that you two? Don't make me turn this car around.
Are you? So is that like a metagame, or are you actually asking?
He does know. He asks the kids, thinking that it's probably them, doing, assuming that they are the cause of this weird stuff, because he's never had anything. I assume he's never had anything like that happen to him before.
No, he's never been brain fucked before. So,
well then I would assume that it's the kids in the back as of right now.
So McGill number 2 doesn't say anything. McGill number 1 kind of, what was it?
Made my head hurt.
Go ahead, Noah.
Touching a hot pan inside my head.
What do we say it was? 2013? Like, I'm not even paying attention. Like, Santorini's like on his phone playing fucking Farmville, and he hears McGill next to him say that, and he's like, what's going on? What happened? He looks up from his phone.
Sometimes they would talk to us like that. They must
the
be
tall
here.
guys?
Yeah. They must be here. And he starts getting visibly, like, nervous. You guys won't let him take me again, will you? I can't go back.
No, we're not going to let him take you. What about you, other one? What's your story?
He doesn't say anything. He's mute and we'll say semi-catatonic, just kind of zoning out.
So if Baker's like saying something to him and he's just sitting there all catatonic and whatnot, Santorini would put an arm on his shoulder and kind of be like, hey kid, you okay? You okay?
He feels cold. Like,
okay.
Like cold.
So being a doctor, I'd turn his head around to check him out.
I mean, so he's breathing. His skin color looks normal. Good cap refill if you were inclined to check such a thing.
And it is also Brandon McGill.
Yeah.
So now I would. Yeah.
Shit. Oh yeah. Now you're taking that sand roll.
So Santorini's like, he doesn't look at him at first, and he's like checking his pulse and feeling his forehead. And as he pulls his hand away from his forehead, he notices it's Brandon McGill, and he's just like, "What the shit?" And how low am I saying? That's a fail.
Mm-hmm.
46. Oh, but no, 53 over 46. Yeah, it's a fail.
Yep. So you're going to go ahead and roll a... What did we say this was? She rolled a D10. Is she rolled a D10, but she's not, like, in... I'll give you
Hardened.
a D6 on it. I'll give you a D6 on it. Don't snap your brain in half again.
Hey, did that last insanity thing count as a helplessness for my little tracker?
No, that would have been unnatural.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Helplessness is like...
God damn it. All right, well, I'm going to project some of that.
Yeah, you have to. Otherwise, you're going to fucking go insane again.
2 for...
Santorini's not built for this shit.
3. So I take
right.
2. Take 2. 3 willpower. I'm down to 6 willpower. Jesus. And I'm going to project that onto my pet beta fish, Dr. House.
He had it coming.
I am completely and totally floored. I mean, all right. A pet beta fish. We're here for it.
All right.
We're here for it. So you react.
And I'm like, Baker, why didn't you tell us there's 2 of them?
So you're getting wound up, and it's winding up McGill number 1. McGill number 2 is still, again, semi-catatonic. McGill number 1, what do you mean 2 of them? What do you mean? I'm right here. Is there somebody else?
What do you mean is there somebody else? And I grab McGill number 2 by the shoulders and, like, push him forward and turn him towards McGill number 1 so he can see. This is what I mean, another one.
I'm going to ask you right now, are you sure you want to do this?
I mean, I feel like that's what he would do.
You gotta love when the game master asks, are you sure about that?
We're going to cut to Smiley for just a minute. As you're driving, you're following behind. You hear something rummaging around in the back seat. Roll me an alertness. Minus 20 because you're also trying to pay attention to not running off the road in this horrendous rainstorm.
Well, if it is helpful, if I do hear something, I would stop. But I'm still probably driving when I need to do the alert.
Okay, we'll say that you're at a minus 20 to come to a stop without steering without skidding off the road or anything along those lines. You're trying to keep it together as you hear this.
Yeah. I have a 23 in alertness, so I have to get a 3 or lower.
No, you were rolling.
That's a fail.
All right. Well, either way. So you're trying to stop. You're not paying attention. You definitely heard something behind you, and this fucking raccoon just drops into your lap from over the headrest on the driver's side, and it is pissed. It got in to get out of the storm, and it is currently like clawing and biting the shit out of you. It's total chaos out of just even more total chaos. What is your next action here? What are you going to do?
Smiley instantly yells, What did I do to you? I'm not bugging you. And he opens the door and just kind of starts to run out because he sees that he's probably trying to get out of the rain. So I'm kind of just trying to get out of the door.
So you're exiting the vehicle.
Throw it in park.
Or you're trying to... Yeah. Okay. You do that. You open the door. It's pouring rain. You catch your footing. The raccoon just bolts off out into the darkness. And you notice you've been cut up and scratched pretty deeply. You are probably going to want to have Santorini take a look at that and probably get some antibiotics, because who knows if this thing was rabid or not. It's a wild animal, but it's worthwhile. I'm assuming you're getting back into the car to follow then at this point.
Yes, sir. I jump back in the car and I quickly text in the group chat and say, wild raccoon, Santorini, can you take a look after? And then continue on the way.
He gets a text back almost immediately that says, to McGill's! Exclamation point, exclamation point.
So, cut back to the lead Tacoma. You shove catatonic McGill 2, into the face of McGill 1.
I mean, Baker can intervene if he doesn't want the other kid to. He can throw a jacket over his head or something. But I'm just saying,
no,
Santorini.
He's just trying to drive.
Okay.
He's trying to drive. He's trying to keep it on the road.
All right.
So, McGill Prime he fails it. He fails his sanity roll. That being said, seeing the additional...
Does he pee his pants? Does he pee all over the backseat?
So he doesn't, but he does start screaming uncontrollably. And he, in the middle of wigging out, the radio starts fritzing out, the headlamps and shit start cutting in and out, the electrical in the car is starting to go absolutely haywire.
Santorini tries to calm him down. I push McGill number 2 back to the side, back crouched in the corner, and I go to McGill number 1, and I'm like, whoa. It's okay, you didn't know. Don't worry about it.
Make me a psychotherapy roll. Make that roll, and then I'm going to step away for about 5-10 minutes.
64 over 40.
Have we made any rolls tonight? What is going on?
No.
Yeah, nobody's made a single roll. All right, I'll be back in about 5-10 minutes, gentlemen.
All right.
Very good.
All right.
Sounds good.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's nothing to apologize for whatsoever. This is...
I'm trying to play a guy who's never been on a DG mission.
You're playing it well that way.
You're playing it well. Yeah, bravo.
Santorini's always been a bit fast and loose. You know how it is. Striking deals with shady kids doing things online, just smoking. That's Santorini. He plays by his own rules.
When Bob gets back, I'm going to tell him I killed both of them.
Yeah, we're kind of in quite the predicament.
It's bad.
Yeah, I was worried that raccoon was going to go for the dustbuster.
Yeah, I was worried something like that too.
And who knows? Maybe you weren't alert enough and it ran off with the dustbuster.
Oh, that would suck. That would really suck. I should have asked if I took HP damage from that, Rick.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I know, I was waiting for it.
It could definitely bite you a bunch.
Is there an animal handling skill? I should have tried that. That could have been my little buddy.
There's not one, interesting enough.
I mean, you could probably have a science zoology or animal handling or something like that.
Yeah, you can add custom skills. That's cool.
Maybe in Smiley's off time after this mission, he takes a few zoology classes and
tries to track him down. He could have been. Yep. He could have been the mascot of the Channel 4 News. That would have been pretty sweet. And now over to our Doppler weather raccoon. What's it looking like?
I wanted to ask Lee. So, like, this whole scenario, you've been referring to yourself as McNulty. Was that was that a mistake when you first said it, or were you intentionally? No, okay, because quick thinking. That's a good idea.
That was my intent, just to see if he could get away with anything and leave like a confusing trail behind, kind of thing.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and as far as our current situation, Baker does not really have a plan other than literally just assuming that we're going to have to do something to these kids, and I don't know what that is, question mark, just to get it away, literally to try to save as many people as he could at the ranger station, even knowing that it was life-threatening to take these things out into the rainstorm. So I'm going to see, I don't mean to throw the game off, but does that count as a greater good for my psychological motivation? And does that get me anything?
I'm sure Bob's the same way. Like, I find it hard to keep track of the players' motivations and stuff. So if you feel like you're playing into a motivation, just bring it up, because that gives you willpower points.
Yeah, so I'll Bob's give it to you in this context.
Bob, we're currently, Baker has pulled over and I'm clearing blood and brains off the back seat because I just killed both the McGills.
I was like, holy shit.
That escalated.
Dude, yeah, like, I mean, that's one way to do it.
Bob's like, I expect this of Baker, but not of you, Sam.
No, I mean, it's them's the breaks, right? Okay, so you're trying to calm the kid down then. Like, what recap me. What are we looking at?
I failed my psychotherapy roll, so I was just trying to, like, grab him and be like,
calm down, man.
Yeah, pretty much, since I failed because it didn't work. I slapped him in the face and I'm like, chill, bitch, be cool.
You slapped him?
No, Santorini wouldn't slap a kid.
All right, fair enough.
But I do want to know, I'm sure, did we notice Smiley stopped back there with the raccoon incident?
We never covered that.
Probably not. He was following
because everything that was going on.
Yeah, he was following a fair amount behind you.
Okay. But as of right now, both vehicles are still driving. He's just a little further back now.
He's a little further back at this point. All right. You guys, you've been driving now for a couple of minutes. Visibility isn't getting any better by any stretch of the imagination. And where was I going with this? You're moving at kind of a snail's pace. You're going as fast as you humanly can, but the conditions are just so bad that you're making progress, but not as much as you would like, especially since you're trying to get out and just remove this whole thing from where it's at. I'm going to want I'm going to want Santorini to make me a POW test.
Success.
Wow. Yeah. So you guys have your little incident with Brandon McGill number 2, and you feel the same white hot pain in your brain, right? Your vision blanks out, and then all of a sudden it just kind of goes black. Baker, to you see Santorini just kind of, and all of a sudden he leans forward and he just goes,
Give them to us. They belong to us.
He does that, kind of slumps back in the seat, and, kind of comes to, like, he's looking a little dazed. Post-ictal, shall we say.
Gotcha. And Baker says, Jesus, what the fuck, Doc? You better be fucking with me. And he's thrown off enough. He would probably need to slow down the vehicle and because he didn't even really respond to the screaming back there. It's like, what in the hell is going on back there? And he slows down enough to look back there and kind of take it in.
Yeah. So he's, like I said, at this point, kind of like post-ictal, just kind of groggy. McGill 2 is still doing McGill 2 stuff, and McGill 1 is still, wound up on edge. You got any reaction, Nolan?
Well, that's what I was going to ask. You said I'm kind of out of it, but am I too out of it to where I feel like Santorini would once the car stops, he would open up one of the back doors and climb over one of the kids and get out of the car and start yelling at Baker for not telling him that there was 2 Brandon McGills.
Okay, so is that what you want to do? You're groggy.
Yeah,
you are capable.
Can I get
of
out of the
that.
car? Okay, so as soon as the car.
Okay, stop the fucking car type thing.
No, he said he was stopping anyway. He said he
okay.
was stopping anyway. So once he stops, I wouldn't even say anything. I'd reach over Brandon McGill, number 2, who's on my left, open the door, climb out, and I would walk to the driver's side window, which I'm sure is up because of the storm, and I'm just being like, I don't even know if Baker can hear me with all the rain pattern on the thing, but I would just be like, 2 Brandon McGills?
You're dressing them down, right?
What do you mean?
Just giving him 2 McGills.
Yeah. 2 McGills. What the fuck? How? From what I hear, you've been doing a lot of keeping shit away from everybody. Why didn't you tell me there was 2? Don't you think that's some pertinent information that there's 2 of these boys?
Okay, could Baker hear that?
No. Baker needs to roll an alertness.
Santorini sees. Oh, let's see.
Failure, 70.
Good
56.
Lord,
so
man.
So Santorini notices that Baker isn't really responding. He's looking at him but not responding. So he knocks on the window. He's like, "Come on, McFly, open up, open."
Did you happen to grab a light or anything when you went out there? Or are you just standing in the fucking dark rain?
What?
Oh shit. You got
tall
McGill in
guys,
there
run.
for real.
Yeah. No, I don't have a light. I'm just out in the, under the moonlight, if there is even any moonlight right now.
You can't. It's so dark. So
I mean, there's the
you're-
headlights from the car.
Right. As you're just losing it at Baker through the outside of the vehicle, just getting pouring ass rain, I want you to roll me an alertness. You guys can't buy a fucking roll today.
I know.
I've come to the conclusion we're all kind of dense.
Yeah, it's
as you're just in the middle of this tirade, you're leveling all this shit at him. You feel, what are you wearing? It's very important right now.
I feel like I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt, but it's
brand.
It's unbuttoned. I'm wearing a white t-shirt under it and jeans.
Okay. The Hawaiian was all I needed to know. You feel on whichever arm isn't wildly gesticulating, 2 pairs of cold, tiny hands start grabbing you.
Where? My arm? My other arm?
Yeah, like whichever arm they have the best reach for. They
Please tell me it's the raccoon.
You get grabbed. You're not that lucky.
Well, I immediately try to yank my arm away.
You do.
Okay. I look down at what... Okay.
Yeah. So when you yank your arm away, you hear over just kind of everything, kind of like a weird thud, and a child-sized forearm is just there on the ground, bone sticking out, whatever. When you yanked your arm away, you just pulled this kid's arm off, and it's just there. There's no blood. It's like shredded pork out of the crock pot. You just tenderized and pulled this arm away.
That's crazy.
And
okay.
Now you feel more sets of hands tugging at your clothes.
Oh no!
From a timing standpoint, has Smiley kind of gotten up closer to the vehicle, seeing that it's stopped?
Yeah, you're probably at this point you're not right on top of him, but you're at your normal following distance. It's up to you whether you want to stop or not.
I think seeing that they are brakes and that they've parked, I'm going to move up closer to get behind them and try to park. So if I'm still a whiles out, maybe I'm not seeing this yet.
Okay, want you to roll me an alertness now.
Roll good, Paul.
Dear goodness.
Somebody is going to get...
Goodbye, team.
Bob, it's raining, Bob. It's raining.
Damn it. The dice are fickle mishers. Okay, you come to a stop and trying to figure out what's going on. You feel the car kind of start to I don't want to say it's not swaying in the wind, but you feel it kind of buffet a little bit harder than the wind has kind of been blowing it around, right? It feels noticeably different.
Okay, sorry. I was thinking,
so you're still being... Shit is tugging at your clothes, and whatever it is, there's a lot of them now, all of a sudden.
Well, yeah, since I'm right next to the driver's side door, I don't know if Baker can tell, but I went from being angry to terrified, and I'm pounding on the window again. I'm like, something's grabbing me! Something's grabbing me! Does Baker do anything, or can he still not understand facial expressions, I guess?
Go ahead and roll me an alertness. So somebody's going to make one of these fucking rolls one again.
Success. 46.
He is able to discern from anger to terror. Sure enough.
Yeah.
Can I see anything behind him? Any details of what's going on? What's going on? Like the baby arms or whatever?
So the next lightning strike illuminates enough of your field of view to where you see just hundreds of shambling, child-sized corpses all heading directly for the 2 cars.
Any sanity checks there, I would maybe guess? Hazard to guess?
100 sanity checks. Hey everyone, thanks for listening. This session went a little long, so we had to break it up into 2 episodes, so check back next week for part 2. Again, thanks for listening. Check us out on Patreon, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Subscribe, it helps out, helps people find us. And don't forget to keep your sanity in check. See ya.